To Commitment 2024 now tonight, former President Trump is now a convicted felon. But what that should mean for his campaign really depends on who you ask. According to a new ABC News Ipsos poll, 49% of Americans think former President Trump should end his campaign because of it, while 37% say he shouldn't, and 14% say they don't know. Of course, the numbers mostly fell along partisan lines. Our Ariel Metropolis heard from Granite Staters about what they think.
The issues definitely outweigh the reality that he right now is a convicted felon.
Angelina Malone says she watched former President Donald Trump become the first American president and presumptive Republican nominee to be convicted of a crime. And while she didn't always agree with him, she says she's still voting for him come November.
It's hard for me because I'm not a Donald Trump lover and I'm not a Joe Biden lover. It's just I'm an American citizen and I have children. That's the bottom line.
She's among the 37% of Americans who believe Trump shouldn't end his campaign, according to a new Ipsos ABC News poll released Sunday.
He might have done something wrong, possibly, but at the end of the day, I don't care.
Let the man do his thing.
Regardless of your race, religion, creed, background, political background, and now what we've all learned, criminal background, if you feel that you have a platform to speak, then you should be able to do that.
During an appearance on CNN this morning, Governor Chris Sununu said he wanted another nominee, but in the end, Republican voters picked Trump.
He is going to be the Republican nominee of the party. People in America want change.
Polling shows about half of Americans say it's time for him to end his campaign, while another 14% say they don't know.
He should be out of the race. It's like there's too much going on in his private life, but right now, I am not comfortable with anybody.
Some voters say in the end, the issues are what's most important to them.
I'm not pro-abortion.
Israel is also very important to me.
Who's going to play with my rights the least?
Many others told us they're not thrilled with either option.
We still have the same faces everywhere. We need some change.